It's the wrestling, it's the grappling, it's the striking. That's right, Bilal Muhammad fan, #1 for review of Psychotic by OsamaSon. Now, Rage has completely swept the trap scene. I mean, ever since Whole Lotta Red, and obviously other artists pioneer the scene, this thing has just taken over trap music by storm. I mean, it's very, what's it called? Similar to, it's just an evolution of what I would call SoundCloud rap from late 2010s. Think of Uzi, think of even actually Cardi too, where it's just more of this kind of vibe. It's not about the lyrics. It's kind of characterized by the poppy beats, poppy synths, and just catchy beats. It's overall pretty interesting scene that really was popularized just by internet culture. And I think I do have to say though, Rage music has had so many bad releases recently. Any of the Cardi clones could barely swing. Yeet has been very interesting, but I think it's Lifestyle that I want to say was his last album. That was, not awful, but it was just bad. But I think where a lot of releases from the more prominent Rage artists kind of falter, you have a really interesting underground scene. I don't want to explain the idea of underground rap, especially because if it's a review about OsamaSon and someone clicked on it, you know what it is. But this song has a lot of interesting stuff. I'm not super tapped in myself, just because I think there's this rat race to find who's the new niche underground artist, and it doesn't fucking matter. It's just oh my god, it's this hellhole rat race. But I've picked up a few things here and there. Notably one of my favorite releases from this scene, I don't know if it's underground enough where I wouldn't get killed at the stake, but Che's Rest in Bass earlier this year is still sticking in my mind and my ears. Just because at times that was one of the most ear fatiguing experiences I've ever had, doesn't mean it wasn't super awesome. It's complete balls to the wall. It's this new level of aggressiveness. It's just so innovative. I don't even know how I would describe it, but it's just this ferocity and it's blasting my eardrums, but it's not a bad way at all. And it kind of proved to me that Rage can be taken to this next level, and it doesn't have to cause ear fatigue that we saw a ton of other artists make. And I would argue that Psykotic, it's actually the opposite of that. And I could really only describe this as one of the most painful things my poor ears have ever gone through. You have the first track, Habits, which, oh my god, this production, and throughout the whole album, is one of the most displeasures my ears have ever fucking sat through. The bass is so fucking loud. I don't know if this is the vibe he was going for, but the vibe he succeeded was 2 steps away from causing a fucking brain aneurysm. And the synths that are so popular in Rage music, oh my god, they sound like ass. They're bass that fucking based out of their fucking mind, and they're fuzzy. I don't know why, but it just kind of sounds like a little cheese grater on your fucking ears. And it reminds me of Lose It by Ken Carson, if you guys remember that song off of Great Chaos, where genuinely goes for the song and this entire fucking album, the synths just sound like fucking queefing. It is just so awful. And this whole album just is the same thing. It's this exact same production. It's the exact same mixing. It's nothing interesting. And it's this for 40 minutes. And it is genuinely so terrible and so ear pain. There's no breaks. I think there's nothing to interesting from song to song when it comes to production, because it's all the same fucking ear rape. And there's songs like Gintama or Yeah I Know, where there's a little funky synth in the background that I'm kind of messing with. But if you really cared about it that much, you'd have to get through 80 layers of just straight bass, and it is actually terrible. And it's the auditorial equivalent of a fucking brazen bull. Like, it's not good. And then it's like, not even, OsamaSon does not even have maybe a good performance on this album, like rapping wise. Like, I don't rate trap rapping performances as that high. You don't have to do that much. It's more of a vibe. Like, I don't expect a Kendrick Lamar here, but dude, this guy is so just like zoned out, and it's this insanely aggressive beats and bass and insanely aggressive, and this guy is checked out. I mean, like, you could convince me all of these are freestyles. The best verse is the one feature on the album, Che, on the song FMJ, and it is not worth even getting close enough to sitting through that verse if it means you had to sit through the first half of the song. I mean, I didn't find maybe one standout track. I mean, yeah, I know, is not causing my ears to bleed, is a tolerable track. It has, the quirky little synth I aforementioned, and it's like a production. I mean, it's just a song that I could pick out of a lineup, because the rest of these, it's just like, who killed your ears? And it's like, I don't know, all of them butchered my ears. I mean, truly one of the most painful experiences my ears have heard, especially if this year, this is maybe the worst. I've never listened to an album that I can remember recently where I would dread the next song starting as much as I did here. If people must have, like, whoever let this album go through and like listened to it and was like, yeah, this went hard, you have to kill them. I'm genuinely feeling like a strong one.